before we start this, the pandemic and the lockdown has had and continues to have a great many impact across all of our lives and all of the people out there. And like Gaurav was mentioning, it's taken an emotional, personal, professional, mental toll on all of us to keep up with it and still continue to drive the mission that we are part of. So before we begin, what I want you to do with your masks on, let's scream as much as possible and get all the frustration, all the anger, all the energy out once in the loudest whisper that is possible. Right? Let's try this. I'll say 1, 2, 3, loudest whisper that is possible out of your mouth. 1, 2, 3. I can hear Vasisht. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3. Very good. So, there are very few moments in the work that we do, there are very few moments where what we are trying to do for our beneficiaries and what we live ourselves overlap completely. These are not lived lives for us. Our students, our teachers, our farmers, this is not our life. This last 10 months has changed that completely. We are living this life on a daily basis, while the people we are working for are also living the same life on a daily basis. All of our lives have been impacted. So what have we been able to do? This is a global pandemic. And we have limited control in different places, different constraints, different mandates, different leverages to be able to drive what we are doing. So as a mission-driven firm to improve the quality of life of citizens through governance, what was our mandate? What did we try and do in our small, limited ways? What I think we were able to do is lessen the impact. Obviously, it's not solved for, but in our own limited ways, we were able to lessen the impact of this pandemic and this lockdown across the board. We continued the learning as much as possible. Where does learning happen? Schools, ITIs, apprenticeships. We help people endure this pandemic and this lockdown. We simplified things for people to work around something like this. And we continue to be the support that we are, and much more during this. Let's pick one by one and see what we have done in each one of them. As soon as the lockdown was announced, classrooms were shut. No students, everybody at home, parents at home, teachers at home. How do you continue learning? Learning loss is one of the biggest keyword of the last 2-3 months. You would have heard this across the board. Himachal set the example with Har Ghar Pathshala, the country's first home learning program launched by the CM online, a gamut of different things. Right? WhatsApp pe content ban raha hai, you're pushing it through WhatsApp, you're getting people connected, you're bringing parents on board. Almost 70% of the kids connected through this and continue to learn. Every week there is content that is going in. Almost 90% of the parents have been part of the PTMs that have happened. How do you keep an entire system, an entire state? Education department happens to be one of the biggest departments across any state. How do you keep this entirely tied together during something like this? Is something that Himachal has shown. Student engagement is at an all-time high as well. Quizzes, people are answering for quizzes every week on WhatsApp. Next, coming to the skilling side of things. Again, the country's first and probably the only e-skilling program that was launched. It was so much so that Government of India picked this up and started recommending this to the other states as well. Again, a whole gamut of things. Here the complication is much more. You have to think about practical training as well. What kind of content do you create? What kind of assessment do you do? How do you get trainees on board onto this WhatsApp? Almost 60,000 trainees connected through 3,000 ITI students did something like this. Haryana. right? Ghar se padhao campaign. Similar to Himachal, lot of content that is getting created, WhatsApp being used, sent, different WhatsApp groups are getting set up at a school level, at a block level, where this is sent, different subjects using this person's content, that organization's content, and ensuring that this continues to help learning happen. Despite all of this chaos, not like we gave in on our structures, because it's very important to provide certainty during this time as well. So we are still sticking to our structures. At this time, this kind of message will go out. At this time, this kind of content will go out. It's happening through a structured process. Similarly, all of these catered to, again, a large number of people, right? The numbers are here. Shiksha Mitra concept was introduced in Haryana, where somebody who does not have a WhatsApp in their home, somebody around them has WhatsApp, bring them on board so that they reach out to the other kids as well. UP started Mission Prerna ki e-Pathshala. They also picked up a whole gamut of things, WhatsApp, Top Parent app, Diksha, everything put together to ensure that learning continues. Coming to the E in the lessening, the impact, enduring. All of you would remember when the lockdown was imposed, one of the conversations that started early on was how do you ensure people have money in their hands? The unorganized workers, the farmers, which are the majority of our people in this country. Without cash in hand, how do they buy food? How do they buy rice? How do they buy salt? How do they buy oil to cook food? And that's exactly what the agriculture team ensured. Liquidity of cash for the farmers in Odisha. Within the first 2 or 3 months, across 3 different programs, Kalia being one of the biggest one, which was launched with internally by the state, PM Kisan was happening, the Fasal Bima Yojana was happening. Across the board, hundreds of crores of money was pumped within the first couple of months to farmers to ensure that there is liquidity of cash. May have been 400, 300, 500 rupees, may have been less for that month, but at least it was some liquidity of cash. Across the 22 districts of Haryana, CMGGS were working as well to lessen this impact, help people endure. Somebody is working on telemedicine, somebody is working on e-passes, somebody is ensuring that there are daily yoga camps happening in the old age home or the orphanages that are there. So different districts, different solutions, different issues, everything being worked on just to ensure that the impact is lessened. Our own program team, CMGGS program team, was not just coordinating, managing, supporting all of this, but also involved what Yuganshi was just talking about, this whole data going up and down through the machinery, right? From the bottommost village till the government of India for every single day for decisions to happen. That is also what Haryana was driving through CMGGS. They were involved, they had identified 14 different data points that keep getting asked for on a daily basis, and they had prioritized all of them and ensured that this keeps going up and down. And in many cases, this was a life and death matter of how many people got COVID, how many people did not get COVID. So the program team was involved in managing all of this. Apart from this, they were also involved in managing the associates as well. 22 people in 22 districts outside of their home, unknown to what is happening, not in a house, in a small government guest house, working and trying to do all of this. It takes a toll. So the program, this one very interesting thing that the program team did was to keep the Zoom call on throughout the day. For all 22 districts, they have their laptop, the Zoom call is on. So you just have to shout out somebody's name and it's almost like the person is in the room. Right? To just be able to speak to somebody without having to message, without having to call, nothing, just say the name and somebody answers back is a big thing when it starts out. Third, coming to simplify. How did we simplify things? Digital Haryana is one of the almost pioneering program in terms of e-governance in the country. All of you remember the e-passes story that happened. Everybody was shut down, no movement because passes was a big problem. And this, some of you who live in probably Gurgaon would have heard also personal stories. Saral had one of the most streamlined e-passes set up. Right? And this was also supported by CMGGS on the ground. All of this was online. How do you get something online within such a short span of time? This was built within 2 days. Why was this possible? Because for many years together, this foundation was set up that the system is modular, can be used quickly, everybody is trained on it, everybody is working on it. No other system was capable of bringing it up within 2 days. It was on Saral. The Saral call center that was there, again, one of the most well-managed call center, got the additional mandate that whatever grievances are coming on the ground, you need to start picking it up and start diverting it for resolution. No other call center in the state was able to do that. This was an additional thing that came onto Saral. Saral is a government to citizen portal. But again, industries were shut. How do you start opening industries? You had to get permissions for it. Now, without any portal being able to take on something like this within a short span of time, this also came to Saral. This was government to business services, which was not the mandate of Saral. Again, why was it here? Only because this was the fastest and the easiest way to simplify things on the ground. Almost, I think, so far we have 56,000 odd approvals that have gone out for industries to open. In Odisha as well, lot of farmers, because it's also an agrarian state, lot of issues on the ground for grievances of farmers. There again, the system was set up to receive grievances and resolve them on priority. Again, simplifying what is happening here. Lastly, support, the last S. And this really is the story of each one of us at Samagra. How we have stood shoulder to shoulder with our government folks for the smallest of things and been their support. Somebody's Zoom call is not working. How do you help them with that? Somebody does not know, can I send an email somewhere and get a printout? Somebody does not know, can I order groceries online? Somebody just needs emotional support. We have been there, stood with our folks, gone back to their places, helped them in every way possible to lessen the impact of this pandemic and lockdown. I remember Mohit is one of the CMGGS from the first batch, and this is a story he keeps recounting every time there is some common gathering. And that is what I remembered from here. The story goes so. At some point in time, there was a village, and it caught fire, the entire village. All the huts, all the houses, all the farms, everything started burning, and it was wildfire. Many people dead, cows, buffaloes, goats, everything destroyed. It was chaos all across the board, and people were running left, right, and center. But there was one small bird which was constantly going to a distant place, coming back, going back again, coming back again, going back again, coming back again. Somebody noticed this and asked the bird, "What are you doing?" And the bird said, "I'm trying to put out the fire with the water in my beak. I'm going to the pond, bringing water, putting it out there." And the person said, "Are you stupid? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The fire is raging. It will destroy everything." And the bird said, "I know that. But when in future somebody asks, 'Where were you?' nobody will ever say I was not helping. I know I have made my part." And that is exactly what I think we have all done. That during this crisis, we have stood the test of time, we have stood the test of our own values, our own mission, and committed and done whatever we could in our own limited ways to lessen the impact of this COVID pandemic.